we're gonna go do a garden tour. Come on, come. Come on. Good boy. It's kind of rainy and there's a dog barking. But I can barely use my hands to actually do any garden chores, so we're just going to do a garden tour today. This is the green shield alocasias that I grew from corms completely accidentally because I used the soil from my dead green shield alocasia to try and grow these locust trees. So now I have both. This is kind of like the nursery area. This is my wife's gerbera, which is always unhappy. Another random flower, always unhappy. A strawberry, which I think now is actually completely dead. We'll give it a minute. And also an avocado tree, which I also think is completely dead. And a lot of bugs underneath the succulent cuttings. Yeah. Also in the nursery is this pansy in a garlic pot, which has recovered, and this pansy, which has not. Perpetual spinach, some curly parsley, and then normal proper Italian parsley, which is technically the only one that you should use. Oh, it's windy. Oh no. Lots of cat mint or catnip. I am not actually sure which one is which. And 50 billion spring onions. My wife's fern, which we repotted into a bigger pot, and it instantly needs another repot. Some fig cuttings. This is the red fig and this is the white fig. A whole heap of aloe cuttings, rose cuttings, random stuff, mostly more spring onions that I planted from supermarket things. Some cos lettuce, which I am trying to get seed from, sage, which did have a very bad fungal infection at one point, a strawberry, another strawberry. This is because Gillian had never seen strawberries with pink flowers. Another locust cutting, and this is some native violet that I am going to put wherever I can. The herb section, these are ashwagandha seedlings. Yet another locust. This one is Carolina Reaper, and this is a ghost pepper, and then we have a blueberry. I never have good luck with blueberries, look at the rust on that. And then just, yeah, thyme, mint, that is pineapple mint, yeah, dill, hyssop, sage cuttings, hopefully that will root, some basil, more dill, coriander, and oregano, and then purple basil, more aloe vera pups, some little teeny Asian greens, and a couple of more pansies. I don't know which ones are pansies and which ones are violas, and some dill. And then these are all meant to be lettuce, but only this one has actually, there's some in that one. Yeah, they're not coming up very well. This is more ashwagandha that I don't think is actually going to grow, and then she needs a repot into a bigger pot because inside I had to hang her because the cats think it's the best thing since sliced bread. So she's going in a pot with this dude, one of these pots with this aloe, who is just been transplanted and so is still not happy yet. it's a little bit windy, unfortunately. So I did try and get my lavalier mark, but my wife has stolen it. Yeah, rainbow disco ball. So I'll probably end up doing a voiceover for this. Yeah, it is really windy out here. And the dog is barking. So this is a little Agonis flexuosa that I am resurrecting from the dead, some asparagus, and then there are some crocus, saffron crocus in here. And then I'm not sure what that is, but I did throw a whole heap of miscellaneous seeds in here. Cape gooseberry. This one is a chocolate pudding plant, which is finally actually growing. And then this is a pitanga, otherwise known as a Brazilian cherry or Brazilian star cherry. I'm not sure. Haven't had a fruit yet, but it is getting big. Another Cape gooseberry. Under here is the ashwagandha. It does desperately need more sun, but it also needs to be on the actual retic, so we'll see how we go. This is a lily pilly, an Australian native berry, with some catmint, some very sad dahlias, and this is one of those Jimmy Nardello chilies, but it's actually hot, not sweet. Horseradish, shitloads of nasturtium. I always have to check if there's bugs before I eat these. More catmint, cross catnip, whatever. This is an Australian bottle tree, which I'm growing shallow for bonsai next year. It's getting there. Some holiday chilies, shitload of beans that are getting eaten. Another chili, more beans, more nasturtium, elderflower, elderberry, tree, some peas. There is peas, beetroot, beans, and nasturtium everywhere. And these are some flowers that I was trying to give my wife, but they are very unhappy no matter where I put them. Walking onions, eggplant that died from spider mite and has only just come back way too late to actually fruit. I'll just leave it and see how it goes. This is the first year I've grown celery. It is doing really well and it's delicious. Oh my god, look at this. You're an asshole. Oh, bye. And yeah, more beetroots that are getting killed by caterpillars. This whole pot, 3 different types of eggplant, bay tree, more peas and beans and nasturtiums. The bay trees just grow and grow and grow. There is the other one just under here. This is my mango. She is a decade old. I've had 2 mangoes off her. I just cut her back and repotted her because she was growing at a really weird angle. The reason we have 2 bay trees is because Jillian thought she killed that one, so she bought me another one. Now we have 2 because it came back to life. Female papaya, which I'm trying to get rid of because I don't want to get a male one. This is the macadamia tree that I've also had for 10 years. It's just been repotted and it's starting to get happier. It was in a really clay soil. And then there's some lemon balm tucked in there, another beetroot that's being eaten. This is an avocado that's grown from seed. This is the red fig. See if this one's ripe. Oh, not quite. Oh, this one is. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Late season figs when it gets cold. So good. This is a locust tree. I have to keep cutting it back because it gets huge. It hasn't fruited for me yet, but it is looking promising for next season. These were all beans that have been decimated by caterpillars. Bastard things are everywhere. Die. Asparagus and mint. Again, mint's been decimated by caterpillars. The pomegranate is going to sleep. So she's been cut back. Different type of mint. Same kind of asparagus. Same 50 million caterpillars. Where did that big one go? Ugh. They're everywhere. I hate them so much. Anyway, this is the olive tree. Also 10 years old. Finally got an olive harvest off it this year. That's not going to clean because it's a crack. Some more celery. This is a jalapeno. This is a RG lemon chili, which refuses to die back for the winter. Another seed-grown avocado. So that one's actually pretty big. Hoping to get fruit off that next year. The raspberries are insane and desperately need me to do something with them before the springtime. We'll see if we get there. The white fig, which has also been heavily cut back, and I wonder if this one is ripe. Not quite. The white ones take weird times to ripen. Lavender, random sprouting broccoli, which actually snapped pretty badly, and is still happy 3 months later. Kale, which I had to net because it was just getting absolutely killed. This beetroot, I'm waiting for it to go to seed. It is huge, but still refuses to go to seed. I don't mind, we eat all of the greens. Little rosemary, which is unhappy because it is pretty dark in this corner. Same with the okra. It just didn't really grow this season because it was too shaded. Little rocket there. Snack. This is the sweet potatoes, also getting eaten. Random pumpkin. This is warrigal spinach. It grows up out of the cracks. It's really good for you. It's an Australian native. I really enjoy it. But you have to blanch it. You can't just eat it like this because, I mean, you can try it, find out. You'll regret it though. This is a buttercon plum. This is a finger lime. This is a whole heap of various Australian mints. And an aloe vera in here that's very happy. And last on the row is the curry tree, which I may have to move into a sunnier spot at some point. This gets sun in spring and summer, but at this time of year it's in shade all the time. So this rubbish is going to go away, and the quail cage is going to go here. Another seed-grown avocado. Heaps more beans, peas, nasturtium. Another late season pumpkin. This might be a zucchini, I'm not sure. Strawberry that's been eaten, yellow cayenne that's been eaten. This one is a jalapeno. Some of these were meant to be jalapenos and they're all cayennes. So yeah, totally mislabeled. There is a foster kitten in my office. This is tuna fish. She's great. The sunchokes, Jerusalem artichokes, are dying back, so they will be ready to harvest soon. Another random melon, pumpkin, whatever. I just throw a whole heap of seed in. And yeah, like a whole heap of chilies that were never what they were actually labelled as. Another beetroot here. Oh, another caterpillar here. Oh my gosh. This is my artichoke. Both artichokes that had rotted this season. Lemon, it's got a couple of buds. Over here. Lime. These have been fed within an inch of their lives and had the soil acidified, and they're still unhappy. Meh. My pot of herbs that died, apart from the sage. Another eggplant. This one actually does have eggplants on it. We'll see how big they grow. Little chili here. Another lettuce. No, not lettuce, Jesus. Another celery. This one's not doing as well. This is the last tomato. It's the only one I had this year that didn't get blight. And then my wife pulled it off the wall where it was perfectly suspended and growing, and now it's very unhappy. Another caterpillar. White mulberry, going good. Cherry guava. There's some flowers here that I don't think are going to fruit, and then there's a couple of fruit there. This is licorice basil that I'm waiting to go to seed. Another pot with heaps of peas, beans. I don't think this one has nasturtiums in it. That's a sugar rush peach. That is a white lavender. More chilies. They need to be put to bed soon. Some oregano that is actually alive. Again, more chilies. Sweet potato that keeps getting aphids. It looks okay-ish at the moment. The flowers are so pretty. Another horseradish. This is one of those blackberry nightshades that I just have as a trap. Moringa tree. Very sad. Motherwort. Random chili. Variegated sage. And then these are the carrots. So they're coming up. And then very sad, just transplanted banana tree. Lemongrass with all of the greens that we harvest from the beetroot. And then some last little chilies. These are Brazilian starfish, yellow fatale, and then the sugar rush peach ones tonight. These are my succulents, plus this cool variegated paddle cactus that I got at the markets the other day. But yeah, all of these, bar this one which I paid $10 for on Facebook Marketplace, but everything else is literally just grown from random leaves that I have picked up off the sidewalk over the last 2 years. Yeah, this is a bit where it's really windy. Potatoes haven't come up yet. Strawberry and cabbage. Sweet potato. Coriander. Green cabbage, broccoli, or maybe green cabbage as well. Peas, sweet potato, coriander. This is the garlic bed. Like these ones I bought as seedlings. They're not doing great, and the ones I planted haven't actually come up yet. And then there's some pansies in the front, and peas and tarragon at the back. Some basil, sweet potato, carrots, coriander, peas. Oh, snails. Lavender. More carrots. These are the little ball carrots. Potatoes. I'm just waiting for these to get a bit bigger before I hill them up. Oh, it has got 3 in the pot. Sweet. I planted about 5 chits in these pots. This one, everyone came up. There are also some peas in here that are getting eaten by caterpillars, as always. And then this one has some peas and beans. It did have a potato in there, but I think it has gone. Yeah, and then the passion fruit. Little snapdragons. These are my favourite. Nearly all finished now, but such a pretty colour. Go away, fly. And these have some not hollyhocks, maybe hollyhocks, anyway, and a random carrot. But yeah, 3 different types of passion fruit, but this is their first year, so they probably won't actually get any fruit. I have been collecting some of the flowers and drying them for passion flower tea, which is nice. And yeah, that's it. Mr. B, I think you're on the wrong part of the flower. Are you just trying to sleep? So that's the back garden right now at sunset. Look at the colour. Pretty. Yeah, not everything's doing great because the caterpillars are still insane. You might have seen a lot of blue flies around. They are just everywhere this year because of the FOGO bins. I'm just watching the dog try and eat the garlic. Echo? No? And yeah, everything is a bit cold at this time. So, but yeah, hopefully some things will make it through to spring, 3.5 months away, and we'll start again.